Hey everybody, we're going live on Facebook here. I'm just waiting for that. I'm going to get started. All right. Hey, listen, this is probably the kind of thing that you're going to normally hear in a nutrition group. But I don't want to gloss over, as we're going through this, some of the things that are going on right now. And so I kind of wanted to just put a little perspective on there's just a lot of bad stuff going on right now, and we can tend to get very down. We can tend to get very negative, discouraged. We've got hurricanes and we've got Puerto Rico going on. Obviously, what went on in Vegas last night was a huge thing, and I know it's on a lot of people's minds, and I know it's all over social media and it's all over every place. And the thing that comes to mind to me during this time is that if we're not careful, every place around us can seem like a negative place. I've been in a lot of groups on social media. Some of them are more into tearing people down than they are, or making fun of people, or taking sides and fighting with each other than they are for building each other up. And your news feed right now is probably more about divisiveness than it is about coming together. Some people are saying, let's pray for Vegas, and other people are coming on those posts and saying things like, what do prayers help? Let's take some action, and berating the person for saying something about prayer. Other people are talking about gun control and all kinds of stuff, and I'm not going to cover those issues, but what I think we have an opportunity for here, and it's not just a 90-10, is that we have an opportunity to have a place where we build each other up, we do something positive with a group of people that probably have differing opinions and thoughts on some of the issues that are going on right now. We have a place where we can have unity and come together and be civil with each other, to lift each other up, and to have a place of joy and community that you maybe are not getting other places. I'm not suggesting that 90-10 be your primary source of that. I hope you have several sources of it, but it can be one source. And I know I was thinking back to last year. I was just telling a buddy of mine on the phone today that I was thinking back to last year during the election and some of the divisiveness and things that were going on then that continue on now. And I didn't really have 90-10 was, we were kind of in a transition period, and it wasn't quite as active as it is now. And I didn't really feel like it was a super uplifting place. It was fine. It just wasn't really there. And a lot of the other places I go for it weren't there. And it just a lot of depression happened during that time. And I think it's important that we have places of unity, community, togetherness, joy during these times that we can go to. Not to forget about what's going on out there, not to forget about all of it, but to not stay completely in that negative and depressing place. So maybe 90-10 is one of those places for you. Maybe you can think about it that way. Maybe it's one of many places. Maybe you have a church. Maybe that's one place for you that happens. Maybe for others, church is not it. Maybe you have actual in-person places where you go to gather with people, and you have that joy and that community and that love and all that kind of stuff. But it just made me think today, as I was sitting up till almost 1 o'clock in the morning watching coverage of Vegas, when I got up in the morning and I came in this group and I started posting about things and watching people's posts, I had some joy because there was cool stuff going on in here. People saying nice things to each other instead of mean things. People lifting each other up and saying good job. And it was a source of joy. And I thought, I'm not expecting 90-10 to be your only source of joy during a time where things are hard. But if you have 90-10 and you have this other thing and you have this other thing and you have this other thing, it's so much better than if you're just sitting there on your newsfeed watching the negativity and watching the divisiveness and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like this is almost kind of a weird thing to be posting in a nutrition group. Some of you are like, what the heck did I get myself into here? I thought I was just going to learn how to eat. But it's just the thoughts that came over my mind. And so I thought I would go live today and talk about that. I hope that it connects with you and that it helps you. And that's it for today.